So what I'm doing now is there's a seniors apartment complex in Houston called the Copperwood Apartments, and we just got a report from an elderly transgender woman who's in her mid-70s about discrimination. They basically purposely made her life hell while she lived there. What I'm going to do is a bit of secret shopping and find out if I can expose any evidence of discrimination there. So,
thank you for calling Copperwood. This is Connie.
Hi. I'm actually interested in maybe an apartment for my grandmother.
Uh-huh.
Is there someone I can talk to about that?
You can talk to me. It's
Okay.
fine.
Well, this is kind of a special circumstance. So my grandmother is on a fixed income, Social Security, and she's, it's time for her to kind of downsize. Here's the issue. Can I be frank with you for a second? This is kind of strange, and I understand if you don't feel comfortable, but my grandmother used to be my grandfather. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
Got it.
So
Hard time saying grandmother.
yeah, they went through this transition process a few years ago, and I want to find some place that is certainly within their means, but that's appropriate, if you know what I mean. So, do you know if before we go any further, could you just let me know, do you think that this would be an appropriate place for her, or should I look more like towards, that Montrose area or something?
Let me go to a different phone, okay?
Okay, sure.
Yeah. Would it be just your grandparent?
Yes, exactly.
That might be a little easier to say your grandparent.
Yes, exactly.
And just for my own benefit, she looks like she...
Like I said, I want to put them help them get some housing that's the most appropriate placement. And so I'm just asking people to be honest. If you don't think that this is probably the best move they could make, if you have any other ideas, that's certainly helpful. I'm really open to that. I'm just kind of confused and trying to do the right thing, but
Well, actually, we are subsidized housing for 62 and older, over 18 handicapped or disabled. And as long as the grandparent doesn't make over $22,800 gross per year,
Okay.
that's qualification. We take 30% of the adjusted income for the rent, as long as your grandparent is still rather independent, because we do not serve meals, we don't have medical on staff.
Right.
So it's strictly independent living.
Right.
I'm sure, just to be honest, that I would have some that may question it, especially if the female part is not as much of a female part.
Right. And I think, like I said, I love them, but, whenever I look at them, I see my grandfather in a dress.
And that's got to be really hard to handle.
Right. So I want to see that they're in some place that, you know, they're not going to be bothered or hassled. And I can certainly understand places might not feel like that's, you know, my grandparents is the appropriate person for their facility, you know.
Right.
So I'm just trying to find some place appropriate, and you know, like I said, if you don't think that this is a good fit, if you could just let me know, that would be great. And if you have some leads to some other places, like I said, for someone told me that in Houston there's a place called the Montrose, or Montrose or Westheimer or something like that, and that's kind of a gay.
It's more of a hub for different people.
Different people, yes, that's right.
Who is not what they want to be.
Right.
They say that's going to be a problem here because my wait list is like 3 to 9 months.
Oh, I see. 3 to 9 months.
Yes, and right now the application interviews are going into August. You know, there's going to be a shorter time frame there too.
Okay. Okay. And do you think that that at either facility that either one is an appropriate placement for them?
Just to be honest, I've never had quite anybody like this. However, Tamarack has, which is why I kind of led you over there. It just depends on, you know, other people's perception and how much it's the female side or the male side.
Right.
So, I mean, if it's more towards the female side, I don't think there's going to be a problem. I really don't.
Okay. Okay. Well, all right. So do you happen to have their number?
It's 281.
Great. I really appreciate your help. What's your name?
Connie, I'm the manager.
Connie. Thank you so much, Connie.